All right, let's give it a go. Nothing on the charts. That's from yesterday. That's the one I traded last, right before I shut everything down. And this is nothing on the market analyzer. And I'm gonna try to keep the screen on the trading charts because I don't want to. I keep still missing too many trades, so we'll see today if I'll move to my primary screen will be the trading screen. Then I'll move over and then I'll move it back. That'll be my plan. Whether I do it or not, I don't know. Right now the SPYs and the Qs. The Qs are up $2. The SPYs are down $1. And the Dow is down. The Dow is down like 209 right here. Again, just getting started. We are developing a website still, working on it. It is we kind of changed direction a little bit. We're going to try to do a live trading room, a live educational trading room, and anyone who likes this style can be a member. And I have a Discord. I have a Discord community. You can be, you can be a member there, and you'll get firsthand news. YouTube, you can go there and look for the Discord link. It's in all the videos. In the description of all the videos down near the bottom, near the copyright and trademark stuff. It's about 4 minutes in. 5 minutes in. Looks like 5 minute range is Q is breaking down through the 5 minute open range. Nothing on the scans yet. Sometimes they're lit up like Christmas trees. Moving down strong, moving up strong, even stronger moving up. This one I'm still experimenting with, so I don't even worry about that one. Snows on the strong down scanner. Six minutes in. My goal is to wait till the 30-minute open range is broken. I was sorting with the 30-minute range, but again, I've only been doing this new setup for a few days now, so I'm still working with it. But I had everything set to sort on the 30-minute open range, break out and break down, but I've started sorting it on the 15 to maybe try to catch the stronger ones quicker. Try not to trade any earlier, because if it does this reverse parabolic like I described before, if it goes up like this in 15 minutes, when you got 15 bars on the 1 minute chart, which is what I trade off of. It goes up like this, but what I've seen over the years of trading, that's 3 bars on the 5 minute chart. The 1 minute will tend to roll over back into the moving averages and then make them move up. So I've been trying to trade later open range, the 30-minute open range, to let that settle down, because the open is nothing but pure chaos. No direction. A lot of orders being filled from overnight, pushing things up, turning right around and pushing things down. And trading the open range was one of the first methods I ever came across when I was early in trying to trade, learn how to trade. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, if you see how the scanners, just multiple things hit at one time, it is so hard. And if you can do it, again, I say it every time, my hat's off to you. If you can pick the winner out of, let's say, 10 different symbols in 5 minutes, if you can pick the one in 5 minutes, you are the man. I couldn't do it, not consistently. We got 3 symbols on the hard down, strong down, ARMG. I don't know who that is. DDOG, I think that's Data Dog, and Snow, and that's Snowflake. I see those symbols a lot. But do I spend time looking and reading about them and trying to do all this stuff? Not anymore. Used to get a good signal, to get a good trade. I used to spend out, because I didn't know any better. used to spend hours trying to put a watch list together and go, okay, this. I've got some good opportunities right here because I've done my homework. I've spent a lot of time, and the stuff I'm reading on these symbols, it's one of them's bound to do something. Nope. So what I've seen over the years, if it's moving, it's got an opportunity. You've got an opportunity to catch part of that move. So, and there were characteristics of stocks that make good moves that I saw on every chart of a stock that had a good move. There were certain characteristics, and that's what's in these scans over here. That characteristic I saw, because that characteristic, somewhere in the day, they usually had a good move, and could be $2, could be $3, could be $10, and we are going to try to get a piece of that run. We got a big down list. You can see it. We got a big down list. I try not to trade short. Every time I do, I get smoked. I regret it. We got one on the strong up, and basically I've got the scans set to just really strong symbols. Really restricted criteria. I don't want a lot of signals, because you get a lot of signals, then you get a lot of distractions. So I've got it set to minimize, to keep a lot of signals from occurring, because I want the best signals to occur. Well, that's a big down list right there. 20 on it. And we are 12 minutes in. I start trying to build the watch list, which is this right here. Which is this right here. And as you can see, there's nothing on it. I build my watch list on the fly, and like I said, I've been working with this new combination of things in the market analyzer that I use to try to sift out one or two good moving stocks that are moving with strength and momentum, and it took a good while to put this together, and I've just started recently trading it. "13 minutes in." That's a lot. We had 24 symbols on the downside. And these two scanners up here, this is new low of day. It does not have the same criteria as these strong scanners, and that's new high of day. And like I said, they do not have these same criteria. I'm looking for stocks that land here, and at 10 o'clock, a little bit before, a little bit after, if something hits the new high scanner or the new low scanner, I'm interested. I put it on the watch list. I put it on market analyzer, because if it's making new highs at 30 minutes in or new lows in 30 minutes in, I'm interested. It may end up on one of these strong scans. But right now, nothing to speak of on the long side. And everything is down. We're 15 minutes in. Everything's down. That's the NASDAQ. That's the Dow. I forget what that. I guess that's the big SPY, the S&P right here. That's the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow. They're all down. This is the SPYs and the Qs right here. This is what I use to monitor the Dow and the SPYs, or the S&P. And those two symbols are right here. They're always on my watch list, because the direction of these can affect the direction of your symbols down here. $22 symbols on the down list. We'll have to throw some of those on there. About 15-20 minutes in, I start building the watch list. We'll put some of those on there. I won't put them all on there. I don't like trading to the short side because I never do well. And when I say never, I mean never. But I see some names that I trade to the long side all the time. NBIS, Datadog, CRWV, Snow, LITX, ORCL, ANET, ASTX, ASTS. All those are symbols I trade to the long side. RKLB, RKLX, all those, it's what I trade, or I have traded them. $17 in. And like I said, some people are very good at finding that one in all this chaos. I wasn't. I tried real hard. I was really stubborn about it because I was like, I can do this. I can do this. Well, no, I couldn't. We've got everything red. We've got strong selling on the 5. That's what this column means. This is columns for buying and selling on the 1. This is pace up on the 1. This is pace down on the 1. Pace up is how fast the offers are being hit. Pace down is how fast the bids are being hit. Again, this is a very visual system. It's a very easy to follow system. And I'm hoping folks will like it, because my plan is to open a live educational trading room. And this is what we'll be using. So again, we got a Discord community, Phoenix Trading Tools. We got YouTube, Phoenix Trading Tools, and we're going to have a website. I'm still working on that. I'm doing that, getting that together. USO is on the strong scanner. That's US oil. So we'll stick that on there, and we'll start sticking some of those shorts on there too. Don't mean we'll trade them. All right. Right now we got nothing on the strong up scanners. Nah, we are 21 minutes in. It could be a no trade day. I'm gonna be real particular. Um, Tuesday of last week, I lost $900. I traded weak ones into strong fives, and it can work. It doesn't work every time, but today, I'm going to try to trade strong fives and strong ones in confluence. Right now, we've got all these down stocks. This is only pretty much all these are down stocks right here, and we are looking at the 15-minute, which is how I've got it sorted now. I was sorting it out here over to 30, but I found that there was a couple of stocks that I could have traded 20 minutes in and not waited for the 30. And when I did trade them at the 30, I missed the run. So I want to see it earlier, sooner, the stronger ones sooner. So I've sorted it at the 15, but I'm not going to consider trading it till the 30 on average. But every now and then, it might be the perfect setup at 20 and 25 minutes in. If you'll notice, the downside has dropped off to 11 signals. Coins on there. I don't do good with coin either. CRM is on there. AFRM is on there. Now's on there. BABA is on there. Fly is on there. KOTS is on there. PENG is on there. All those are familiar names, but they're on the downside, and I'm not shop. I am not. I blew that one there. The short side does not get my priority. This is what it looks like now. All that red. Those are price action columns right there. For the 5-minute, this is price action columns on the 1. And as you get used to looking at this, it's very visual. Number one, it's very visual. That's the way it took a good while to get it that way. Because trying to look at numbers was difficult. Is that a big number, small number, little number? It could be a big number in the middle, and I wouldn't know it. That's a big number. But you know how I know it's a big number? It's color-coded. So big numbers are color-coded. And I can pick them up anywhere on there. And again, it took me a long time to put that together. Again, no long side signals right now. Nasdaq's down 190. The Dow's down 291. Qs are down 3. SPYs are down 3. A little over 3. "25 minutes in. All right, our 25-minute folks that are breaking down is Snow. Then you got Now, Again, I see these symbols all the time. Because they're traded right regular. And you'll see how it separates it out. 0, 15-minute range breakouts to the top side. 0. Again, very visual, very informative. Helps you make a good a good trade. If they don't break out, they're not moving. So don't trade those. They're not going anywhere. ENPH. Again, all these are signals I trade to the long side. And like I said, we're going to be very selective today. Try not to do. I've had since that $900 fiasco. It wasn't a fiasco, guys. I'm sorry. I'm making it sound like it was bad. The trades I did were based on things I've seen over my years of trying to become a consistent day trader. I had a very strong 5-minute chart. I mean, they're smoking strong. The one was a little weak. But I know for a fact over time, over watching many times, trades and doing many trades, that 5 being as strong as it was, there was a chance for that 1 to become confluent in strength and have a very good move because the 5 is strong and the 5's the higher time frame. However, those trades failed. The only thing I regret is because the 1 was weak, I should have gone smaller share size, and I didn't. So I did that 3 times, I think, with big shares, and they failed. Simple. It looked good, but it ended up failing. Again, this is not foolproof for making money, but what it will do, it will take, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32. Got about 32, 33 symbols on there. It will help you, this system, this workflow, I don't like calling it a system, this workflow will help you pick, narrow down by how I've got things set up, the best symbols to try to make your money on, Again, look over here. Look how it settled down over here on the left side there, the down column. It's gone from 24 down to 6 because we've waited for the chaos of the morning to dissipate. So here we go. We're going to see what it gives us. We're going to try to trade strength and direction and momentum. And nothing has broken out on the 15-minute open range to the top side. We can play reversals. If the market turns around and the rest of these stocks follows the market back up, we could play reversals. But I don't like doing that. I've done it. It's not consistently dependable. It can happen. You can make a good move. It can make a strong move from the low, heading back up if the market turns. But again, I try to trade stocks that are breaking out and making new highs or new lows, and they seem to be the better candidates. And there's I see a couple of good candidates for reversal right now. And again, it's visual. If you used to, you'd have to have a chart for every symbol, and then look for things on the chart that told you that, hey, this is a potentially good trade. Now with these watch lists, they're becoming so sophisticated, and I probably couldn't do this what I'm doing now probably 10 years ago because of indicator development and the ability of the watch list to do the things it can do. It's I probably couldn't do this 10 years ago. And again, with the advent of technology and better technology, things get a little easier to do. And finding a good stock to trade, it you can find them easier. It's still being a day trader. I think I saw it's been a long. I think I saw the finance guy, Dave Ramsey. Saw him on a commercial probably a couple of months ago, or a reel. I think it might have been a reel. People ask him questions about finance, and it's biblically based. And he was talking, and I think somebody asked him about being a day trader, and he said, "Well, in 3 years, 97% of your day traders fail." Well, if you'd have took 3 years, if you put me in that category, I'd be one of those guys. I'm just too stubborn to quit because I like doing this. This to me is fun. I've worked a job for many, many, many years. I don't consider it fun, but I like doing this. I call it working for the man. I don't like working for the man. All right, guys. Have you noticed it was red all the way up to about right here. Now it's not. What it means is the prices have moved back into their ranges, and now it's no longer outside the range. It's inside the range. That's why zeros are there. And you see all this blue? That's price action on the one. That tells you right there it's heading in the other direction. So if it's heading in the other direction, that means that these stocks that were down here have now moved up, and basically they are no longer below the range. They're back inside the range, and they've not broke out on the other side of the range. Because if they were, they'd be green, and they'd be up at this part of the chart up here. So very very visual, very informative, and it makes it easier to find something that has the potential to be a good trade. But I look at these two columns over here too. This is just regular standard NinjaTrader stochastics and RSI information. And it's weak. None of these are hitting threshold. And will I find a good trade today? Maybe. It's 10:04 and nothing has materialized. Not to the long side. And as hard as it was going down, and you saw the scanner, we only had a few that broke down the 20-minute open range right here. This column is a 20-minute open range, and I think all I saw was like 60 or 70 cent. I could go back when I go back and look at the recording. I'll know. But again, I don't emphasize trading short. I don't like doing it. But here's what I've noticed here. This is CRWV. We got good volume on the 5. We got good volume on the 1. We got good pace on the 1. We got momentum on the 1. That's what those red, blue, and yellow stand for. That's good momentum up. So let's take a look at that. And again, I'm trying to remember to move the screen so you have something to look at. All right, it has done that reversal. It was really hard down right here. Well, you say, Larry, you could have traded that. Well, that was only 10 minutes in right here. I'm not even looking at that. I'm not even looking at that. But this is good volume up, 352K, good pace up. And all these numbers that you see on Market Analyzer come from this chart. They match up, the columns match up the information on this chart. I don't have to have a chart open to know what the chart's looking like. I told you the prices had reversed by looking right here. I told you by looking at that price action, I knew everything was up. Well, when I come over here, I look at this CRV because it had good volume, CRWV, and look, did it go up? Was the columns telling you, hey, these have reversed and are heading up? Yes. And that set of column of numbers is for the 1 minute chart. It represents the movement on the 1 minute chart. The further blue column on the right represents 5 minute price action on the 5 minute chart, which is up here. And you see the 5 minute reversed also. And you didn't have to have a chart open to see that. But it's there. You knew it did reverse because you could see it on the watch list. So, but right now nothing that I'm going to sink my money into right now. But a very visual. I had some guy tell me it looks messy. My response to him was, well, it's not any worse than anything I've tried in the past. It honestly, guys, it's not messy. Once you see it in action, it's very visual. It tells you if there's momentum. It tells you if there's strength, and it tells you if there's participation. Those three things are key. But I look at about I call it it's an 8-step workflow. I look at other things too, but the main thing is momentum. I look for momentum first, then I look for strength, then I look for participation, and then I look at price action. I want to see the price action match all that. All right, RKLB can move. This is not what I normally trade. We'll go small shares. It's got a good spread. It's got good volume on the 5. It's got good volume on the 1. It's below the 20 up here on the 5. That is not good. I want it to be above the 20. The blue one is the 50. And the pink one up here, that's the 200 moving average. All those moving averages are, if it's below all those moving averages, it means it's a weak stock. You want to be above those. But that doesn't mean we can't catch a strong run for 50 cents or $1. And that's my goal, 50 cents or $1. 50 cents on 200 shares is $100. $1 is $200. And you do that a couple times, you got your daily goal of $400. It's still moving up. We got good price action on that one. It's that line right there. It's that right there. And I saw it visually because it's hitting thresholds that I have set in here. Like I said, these are thresholds that I have come up with over the number of years I've been trading, that if a stock hits these thresholds, it's characteristic of the stocks I've seen over the years that made good moves. Now, can it fail? Absolutely. Failed last Tuesday. But will it help you pick the best one in the moment? It sure will. It's still moving up. I'm going to try it.
Rejected. Order rejected.
I'm not sure what that means. Not sure. I don't know if it's glitching or what. It happens. Let me reboot my system or restart this. I'm going to put you on pause for the time being. All right, I got everything reloaded. Let's see if that made any difference. And I've got to be somewhere this morning, so I'm only going to be able to put about 15 to 30 more minutes in. So it could be a no-trade day. Again, we got some strength on the one here. That is ARMG. I don't know what that is. We got some strength on the one down here. That's PNG. I don't know who that is either, or PENG. But as quick as we thought we had strength, we don't. It just is flickering. NBIS is strong on the 5 and 1, or shows momentum on the 1 and the 5. But the strength columns are over here. It's got momentum without strength. We want strength and momentum, but we'll still look at it. It's made a good move from the lows, but still up here on the 5, it's below the 50, which is right there. It's the 20 and the 200. It's bumping up against the 20 and the 200. I'll get it. It's bumping up against the 20 and the 200. And they're all right in one little area here. That's a lot of resistance. That's the price action over the 20, the 50, over 20 days, 50 days, and 200 days. Basically, and it's below it. So that's very, very tough to get through. MXL is on the strong scanner. QCML, again, I don't know who these stocks are. I used to try to get their names, read their fundamentals, and all that kind of stuff, and I don't do that anymore. AAOI showing some momentum, no strength. It's pretty much doing the same thing on the 5, and I'm trying to leave it on the trading charts so you can see. But there's the 20 right there, the gold. Then the 50 is right above it. That's a lot. It's going to take a lot of effort to get through that. If I had to guess today, I'm not going to do a whole lot of trading. MXL, I don't know. MXL is. I've got. Let's look over here. We had some momentum here on the 1. We got momentum on the 5. That's a strong number right here. That's a strong number right there. It flickered off though here. So it's again, that's a strong number because it's hitting threshold. It's all color coded. I don't have to look at the numbers. And you couldn't tell if there was a strong number in here unless it's color coded. And it took a long time to figure out what thresholds to use. Again, basically, it shows good information. And if you'll notice right here, the last two we just did from this scan right here in the middle, the strong up scan, back over here, it's above the 30-minute open range. We're 17 minutes past the 30-minute open range. It's at 5:43. It's at 2:41, but we didn't see it until just a little bit ago. So it was making that move, and pretty much it was making this move above the 30-minute open range, and somewhere above the 30-minute open range, it hit the scans, which means it hit threshold. So it kind of snuck up there, so to speak, because it didn't hit the scans till late. And look what it did. Look what it did. It absolutely dropped like a rock. And I know what the chart looks like because I know what that looks like, but I'll show you the chart anyway. See that right there? That's those negative columns you see there. It told me the price was pulling back. Again, very visual. It's what you see on here, the chart, it's coming from the chart. And like I said years ago, you had to have a chart for each symbol you were going to use or attempt to use to trade. And I remember at times I had 10 or 12 charts open, little square boxes all over the place. I don't do that anymore. Because again, the watch lists were not that sophisticated. And you couldn't do this 10 years ago. It wasn't around. But you guys are lucky. It's around. And it gives good information. And you can use it for a long time. And if you don't like going to work for the man, this just might be your way out. I think it works very well. Again, I've only been trading it a few days. And I feel good about it. But it doesn't matter how I feel. I hope other people feel good about it too. Again, I've got a Discord at Phoenix Trading Tools. I've got a YouTube channel, Phoenix Trading Tools, and I got a website I'm working on, and it will be phoenixtradingtools.com. And like I said, I've got to go in the next little bit. And I'm going to chunk this up to probably a no trade day because it's flat. These are my momentum columns right here on the 1. These are my momentum columns on the 5, and they are absolutely not hitting threshold. This is a down threshold. These colors here, the green, the magenta, and dark red, that's down threshold. And that's the 1 column, so it's down threshold on the 1 minute chart. Yep, everything's pulling back. Look at all this negative price action right here. Again, it's visual, man. You couldn't see that years ago. You couldn't see that information in a watch list. But hit the Discord, Phoenix Trading Tools. Hit YouTube. Look at my videos. Again, I miss some trades because I forget to move the camera. But they're long because we're sitting here waiting for a trade. But move the slider, get to the trade. You'll see them. Come up. And again, I have missed trades because don't have the flow yet. But I'm getting there. And another thing I've learned, I'm better at it. I still do it once in a while. Is FOMO, fear of missing one. I'm very good at just sitting and waiting now. There's absolutely nothing that's showing any strength up there. Nothing. We got Ollie and CVX hitting the high day scanner, but that doesn't mean they're strong. No, they're not. They're not strong. CVX is 90 cent above. Ollie's 2 cent above. And you see how it separates out the strong long possibilities and the strong short possibilities down at the bottom. It's great. Would you look at any of these right here? Would you be interested in trading any of those? You know what? No, absolutely not. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Again, very visual system. And once you get it in your head, what the columns are telling you, man, it flows real easy, very easy. This is my dollar off high column. Again, most of these columns I designed myself and programmed myself to give the information that it's given. Only a few are just standard indicators. That's 16 cent off the high right there. That means it's hanging around the high. We can look at that, but it's not fitting all of our characteristics of a stock that's making a strong move. I have a heat map that I designed to tell me what the momentum is. That's a momentum heat map right there, right here. What did it do yesterday? Nothing. What's it done today? Nothing. Do we want to be in a trade like that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The only one that's showing momentum is CRDO, and I'll show you what it looks like. Over here, this is CRDO's lines right here. This is 1 minute. This is 5 minutes. So I already know I've got momentum on the 1, but I don't have momentum on the 5. Okay? So we come over here and look at the charts and look at the heat maps. All right? We got red, blue down here. We got red, blue, yellow. So we've got momentum on this bar. Right here, we've got momentum on the 2 moving average and the 4 moving average. It was not there a while ago, but it is now. See that right there? See how helpful that is, how visual that tells you? That tells you the 2 and the 4 have hit threshold on the 5, and you need to look at it. Doesn't mean it's going anywhere, but you need to look at it because it's showing momentum. All right. Showing a little more strength. Because it's not what we want to trade, I'll do small shares, and small shares is 100 and 200. Large shares is 300 to 500. And I just don't like what I'm seeing. Well, we got an X control dot. That's a very important dot.
Order filled.
Oops. Let me get out of that.
Order filled.
Didn't have the right symbol on there. Sorry. I have to load this up manually. That's my trading chart. That's my broker chart right there. And that was nothing. I only lost $1 on that. Got in and out that quick. But now The trading chart matches the broker's chart now matches the charts I use to monitor the trade. AXTI is hitting new highs. It's hitting a new high scanner over here, right here. So we're interested. It doesn't mean it's going to do anything. All right, let's see where it ends up over here. AXTI is right here on this line, and it's showing momentum with minimal strength. It's got decent volume on the 5. It's flickering right here. I saw it was kind of had some good volume on the 1, but it's flickering on and off. Means it's not that great a candidate. But we'll go back to here. We'll put it on our trading chart and our monitoring charts and see what happens. The spread is 28 cents. That's pretty good. That's the difference between those two right there. That's a good spread. But we've got absolutely no strength on it whatsoever, or a little bit of strength. It's a nickel off the high. It's just not strong. I look at these to tell me if it's strong or not. I'm looking anything in the 85 to 90 range. I'm looking 95 to 97. Same thing up here, 85 to 90, 95 to 100. It's very weak, very weak, very weak, very weak, and decent momentum, but very weak. A very weak play. Now we're at 80 and 100. We're at 77 and 100. We got a little bit better confluence. We've got momentum showing on the heat map. Got decent volume showing right here and here, here and here. I mean here, right here, then, and right here. That's decent. It's pretty much the only one that, and it's starting to break out at $1.11, $1.05, the 30-minute open range. But now we're getting a little pullback on it. We got negative pace coming in. That's how fast the bids are hitting the tape on both the 5 and the 1, and when they get big numbers, you can see those prices drop. And if it's green, that is how fast the offers are being hit. And if it's big numbers, you can see the price just fire up. It's fun to watch. It really is. And like I said, these indicators, I found these a few months ago, and started building the other stuff around it. This is not my indicator. I bought this indicator from a fella online. This one and this one down here. So, but I use them for basically up volume and down volume, and how fast the up volume's coming in and how fast the down volume's coming in. Again, very good information. And it's real time. We're not going to see it today. I can already tell you it's 10:30. Nothing is fitting the characteristics of the stocks that I've seen over the years that make that big move. And when I say big move, I'm talking about a solid $2, $3, $4 gain before it kind of starts wobbling. And when you see that, and you got 200 shares in a $4 move, and you just made $800, it feels pretty good. And that's $800 in 4 minutes. That's pretty sweet. I've never done that at work, working for the man, at all, ever. And I've been working for the man a long time. But this could do it. This could give you that it could help you find that potential trade one time a day that makes that kind of move, and you make that kind of money. Now, am I guaranteeing that? No. I'm just telling you it's an opportunity because it's fitting all the characteristics of the stocks that I've seen over the years that did make that move. That's how this is set up. But today's going to be a no trade day. I got to go. I got to go in about 10 minutes. But look, would you trade any of these? Would you trade any of these right here? Any of those? This is the 25-minute open range. This is the 20-minute open range. This is the 15, 10, and 5. This is the 30. No, it's not moving. It's flat. It's flat. There's no volume here. There's no buying. There's no momentum on the 1. There's a little bit of momentum on the 5 here, but it's got to have it. It's got to have it lined up across here. You got to have confluence. If you've got a strong 5 in a week 1, that's what I did Tuesday, and didn't work out very well. It can, but it didn't work out those trades. Because I've seen it over the years that a strong, a 5 that's very, very strong, the 1 can make a big move off that strong 5. But these did not. These trades that I did that day did not. But I know it can. And basically I was cheating an entry. I was actually expecting it to do it, but it didn't. Why? Because I've seen it. I've seen it. And it was generally after the fact. I saw this after studying many charts. And what I'm trying to do for you, and what I can do for you, is save you time and money to get something in place that can help you. Because I've spent thousands, I've lost thousands. I ain't gonna lie about it. I've spent thousands, I've lost thousands, and I can. This will keep you from taking that long, and then this is over a bunch of years. But this is about this is just based on a lot of experience of what worked and what didn't work. And I've probably tried every little bit of everything. And again, like I said, when I found these indicators right here in the middle, this gives one minute chart information, and this column gives 5-minute chart information, and this is the higher time frame. This is the time frame I trade. These indicators have made the difference for me on entering the stock. Because it gives buying information, it gives participation information, and if a stock doesn't have participation, it's not going anywhere. The S&P is down 29. The Nasdaq's the Nasdaq's down 138. The Dow's down 328. The Qs are flat at down 70 cent or 90 cent, and the SPYs are down $3. So flat. It's a flat day. Flat to down day. And the only breakouts we had were MXL and QCML, but they showed up late on the scanner, so their breakout came without hitting any of our thresholds to say, "Hey, look at me, I'm moving." And So we didn't have the opportunity to trade them, even though they were up $5. Now look, this is what good information this column gives you. The dollar off high column. MXL was $5 up above the 30-minute open range. Now it's just $2 up. It's 378 off the high of the day. It will probably never recover that $3, $4. So anything that shows up over here showing, hey, you might want to trade this by hitting thresholds over here, that's a lot of ground to make up right there. Again, coming from years and years of looking at this stuff. And again, I've only recently put this in place. This has not been in place very long. I've tried all kinds of other manner of voodoo to become a consistent winning day trader. And the only reason this is on the internet is because I think this will do it. I think this will do it. And listen, you can make up a 0 day a whole lot better than you can make up a $400 red day or a $500 red day. A no trade day, they happen. You go, but Larry, there's 20,000 stocks out there. You mean you couldn't catch one of them? Well, we didn't. And this scan is set up to trade to look at everything. And these were our opportunities. This is what happened. That showed up. All right, guys, I got to go. I got about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to call it a day. And it'll be a no trade day. We got JCI hitting the 5-day scanner. It's not on the strength scanners at all, but it's making new highs. Let's see what it does. It might be our last opportunity. All right. It ended up here at the top. It's because, and you would expect that because it's hitting high of day. It's 20 cents off the high there. But if you look across the board here, it's flat. No momentum on the 1, no momentum on the 5, no strength on the 1, no strength on the 5. We want these lit up like Christmas trees, Christmas tree lights when we're trading, because that's what it will be. That's what it's going to look like. And you'll go, oh my goodness, I see what you're talking about. It does point here and go, look at me. Look at me. And normally, all you have to do is watch like the top 5 here, because one of those 5 will probably be the stock that runs for the day. And then all you got to do for a short side, if you want a short side, you look at the bottom 5, and one of those 5 is a higher opportunity. I mean, a higher probability. It's going to give you a good trade to the downside. But there's nothing going on. It's flat. It's flat. I've seen it flat like this before, but this is flat. You don't want to trade any of this. We want to be in and out in minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes. We want the trade over that quick, because the longer you're in the trade, the more exposure you have. And I had a couple of trades yesterday that flashed up to like 180. I'm sitting there looking at 180. All I had to do was hit the sell button. It happened twice. I'm sitting there because I wanted 200. I missed $180 gain for the moment, and it didn't take long to get there. Couple of minutes. Had a chance to get 180, but I wanted 200. I waited. It dropped back a little bit. And all of a sudden, selling came in and pushed it down real quick. Ended up losing like $33 on a play I was up $180 on. That was yesterday. And then I did it again. I was up about 150, 170, and I'm wanting it. Everything's looking great. I'm expecting volume to come in. It did. Negative volume came in and it pushed it down real quick. But this time I got out positive instead of being. I think it was up about 150 to $170, and I ended up closing it out for like $30. So if you add the 180 and the 150, what's that? 230, 330, 330. I'll take 330 over 4 minutes. But I didn't sell. I ended up on the day, but those were two things that could have got me to my daily goal. And I don't want to sit here and look at this screen all day. I don't. I want to make my daily goal and go do something else. And that's the cool thing about this too. You're not in an office for 8 and 10 and 12 hour days. Which, if you got a job you like, great. I'd rather do this. But you see how the market analyzer separates it out for you? Our watch list is just these items right here. Because these are the ones that are hitting the criteria. And maybe one of these will be that stock that makes that move, that gets us our $3 or $4 move on a couple of hundred shares, and we make our $300-400 right there. My daily goal is $500. I can live with $500. I think that's a good day. Some people may want more. Some people may need less. My goal is $500 a day. U.S. oil is moving a little bit. It's 7 cents off the high. We can put it over here on the charts. And let's see what it looks like. It's got no momentum. Our heat map is gray. Our heat map is gray on the 5. We got no strength. The numbers here tell me strength. It's not strong. Not strong at all. Definitely got no momentum. This will be a trade that just kind of wobbles along. You'll be up about 30 cents, and then you'll be down 30 cents, and then it'll go up a little more, and you'll be up 60 cents. And then when it drops back, you'll still be up, but you're at 30 cents. That's what this kind of play is. We don't want to play that. And over here, I told you it was making new highs by looking at Market Analyzer. Guess where it's at? It shows up on the new high scan also. But I told you from looking at Market Analyzer, it was making new highs. And this scan is something I buy. I buy this scan, I buy it. It made new highs. So what's on my Market Analyzer is very good information, very visual information, very easy to read. And of all the things I've done, this is the best combination of things I've looked at to try to give me an edge. NBIS is threatening to do something. I don't know what. We've got momentum. We got momentum on the 1 and the 5, but we got no strength out here. I look for strength to go along with this momentum. If you have momentum without strength, you got a really weak play. And all it'll do is take your money. And guys, I got to go. I'm 1 minute over. All right, this was a no trade day. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks, and have a good one.